Well, again, thanks for watching our PolicyCast. This is an issue of great concern in the country and obviously for us in New Mexico as well, and that is food safety. And glad that you're interested in the subject. I wanted to bring you up to date on what we're trying to do in Congress. Well, I think it's been obvious over the last few years. We've had several high-profile cases where people have died and been injured because of unsafe and contaminated food. And it's been clear for several years now that the Food and Drug Administration did not have the authority it needed to adequately protect people, protect consumers, protect all of us against these kinds of problems. So one of the main thrusts of this legislation is to give the Food and Drug Administration that responsibility and capacity and authority. The FDA under this legislation would have the authority to inspect records where it cannot do so today, to go in and make inspections in facilities that are preparing food, packaging food, also those serving food. I think all of that is fairly limited at this point. The ability to recall food that has been determined to be contaminated and to cause health problems for the population as a whole. The FDA has not had the authority that they need in that area as well. Yes, one of the things we did with the bill before we voted on it in the Senate was to pass a provision that Senator Tester from Montana proposed, which would exempt anyone who is engaged in producing and selling food that has less than $500,000 per year in sales. So that is a significant issue. Obviously, anyone who's growing food for their own purposes is exempt. Anyone who's growing food for their own purposes and selling food, unless they receive over $500,000 a year for that food, they would not be subject to any of the provisions of this bill. Thanks again for watching. This is legislation. Let me just finally say we have not passed this bill yet. Finally, and sent it to the President for signature. I'm hoping that before the Congress adjourns in the next week or so, we can finalize it and send it to the President, but that's still unclear. Again, thank you for watching, and happy holiday season.